Good morning. I am Pranav Desai, and the topic that I would like to talk about today is women empowerment. Here, let us first understand as in what the word empowerment actually means. Empowerment is the process of increasing the authority and responsibility of an individual or the group to make choices and to transform these choices into desired actions and outcomes. Now, moving forward, let us learn about women empowerment. Well, women empowerment refers to the increased spiritual, political, social, educational, gender, or economic strength of an individual or the community of women. We all know that today's world is all about patriarchy, which indirectly means we do underestimate women and do forget about the powers that a woman possesses, like to create, to nurture, and to transform, which is the reason behind the social leaders saying that educate a man and you will educate an individual, but educate a woman and you will educate the entire family. Also, the status of women in India has been subject to many changes over the span of history. And if we look back, practices such as female infanticide, dowry, child marriage, widow remarriage, etc., were too difficult to be rooted out. But with the implementations of certain rules and regulations like Bengal Sati Regulation, Hindu Widow Remarriage Act, Female Infanticide Prevention Act, and with the help of leaders like Rajaram Mohan Roy and Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, these practices were ruled out too. Today, education and economic independence of women are important weapons to eradicate gender inequality that we see. And for this, initiative was taken by Jyotirao Phule, who is known as pioneer of girl education in India, along with his wife Savitribai Phule, who is also the first female teacher of the country by setting up schools that imparted education to the women. Further, talking about gender equality, the Constitution of India provides women with certain rights which are as follows. Right to equality under Article 14 of Indian Constitution. No discrimination by state under Article 15 of Indian Constitution. Equality in terms of opportunity under Article 16 of Indian Constitution. Equal pay for equal work under Article 39 of Indian Constitution. Right to property under Article 300A of Indian Constitution. Also, there are several provisions for the reservations of seats in local bodies and parliament. Next, we shall learn about United Nations and their role in women empowerment. Well, United Nations from the year 1977 started celebrating 8th March as International Women's Day to celebrate women's movement and struggle for equality. United Nations has also started United Nations Development Fund for Women, which works towards the gender equality and women empowerment. The government also has specialized Women and Child Development Ministry that implements programs for the holistic development and empowerment of women with major focus to improve their socio-economic status. National Commission for Women was set up in 1991 to protect and promote the interests of women. Also, the year 2001 was declared as Women Empowerment Year, and a national policy for empowerment of women was also launched in the same year. There are various government schemes that works for the welfare of women, like Working Women Hostel. Here, the objective is to promote the availability of safe and conveniently located accommodation for the working woman. Next, Nirbhaya Fund. It is a fund with 1000 crores for safety and empowerment of women. Sakhi. It works on the objective to provide support and assistance to the women affected by violence both in private and public place. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. This works with the objective to prevent gender biased elimination and ensure education and participation of girl child. Rashtriya Mahila Kosh. It gives credit support to women to start income generating activities. And at last, we will learn about STEP. It is Support Training and Employment Program. It is training cum employment program to strengthen and improve the skills for women. Here, let us even learn about a few of the women who have excelled in different fields and stood the odd out in recent past. The first one is Medha Patkar. She is a social activist known for Narmada Bachao Andolan. Next is squadron leader Ashritha Oletti. She is the first female fighter test engineer. The next two are Sub Lieutenant Riti Singh and Kumudini Tyagi, and both of them are observers in naval aviation under the helicopter stream. And at last, she is Flight Lieutenant Shivangi Singh. She is the first woman Rafale fighter pilot. Government every year to encourage and inspire women has initiated a Nari Shakti Puraskar. Well, at the end, I would like to conclude by saying that women represents 50% of the world population and gender inequality exists in every nation of the world. So, until women are given same opportunities that men are, the entire society will be destined to perform below the potentials. Thus, here, the need of the hour's change is that the social attitude towards the woman should be changed. Thank you.